Hello everyone, my name is Rosie. Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering video. Like I said in my last video, there is a lot of new stuff that just got announced. It was yesterday, I'm a day behind unfortunately, but this is my first time looking at the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Assassin's Creed. So, I am pretty excited about this, I would say. Not so much excited as maybe some of the other sets. I played Assassin's Creed growing up. My favorite one was the third one, which is a weird one to have as a favorite one, I think. I really like the multiplayer of that one. That's the one with the tomahawk, I believe. Or like, you know what? Forget it. Let's take a look at these cards. This is this is my first time seeing them. Just scrolling through really quick. This is actually my first time scrolling through the page. Wow, there is a lot of cards they're revealing here. Magic just keeps pumping out content, and I am going to do my best to get through them so I can talk about them with you guys, and I can continue to make videos because I love making videos. Anyway, let's start with Ezio. I'm not even going to try and say the rest of it, but I am going to try and say the rest of it. It's Auditor da Firins. Don't hurt me if that's wrong. Anyway, Ezio is a one colorless and a black 3/2 legendary creature, human assassin. He has Menace. Assassin spells you cast have free running 2 black. That is a new mechanic, I believe. You may cast a spell for its free running cost if you dealt damage to a player this turn with an assassin or commander. So, assassin tribal, awesome. Ezio is one of the debatably the most popular character from Assassin's Creed. Him and Altair, who's right next to him, but we'll look at him in a second. But anyway, when Ezio deals combat damage to a player, you may pay Wooburg. If that player has 10 or less life, when you do, that player loses the game. Oh, so if you hit with Ezio and a player has 10 or less life, so if we're looking at it from Commander, right, so he's in a fourth of their health left, and you pay Wooburg, they just lose. That's kind of... I think that's a cool way to balance, flavor for an assassin. That's cool. And now if you're gonna run him as a commander, use Wooburg, so you can put 5 color good stuff in there. You get access to every assassin, every color. I really don't know off the top of my head how many assassins are actually in Magic, and if you're gonna be able to get a lot of benefit from the assassin spells you cast have free running. But it's interesting, that's for sure. I'll probably after this video, I'm gonna go look at every other assassin. The free running is interesting, but it essentially is just you deal so you have to deal combat with an assassin or commander. Oh, so if you put him in, let's say you put Ezio in Nagila, and you hit somebody with Nagila, then your assassin spell will also have free running. That is very interesting, actually. Interesting. Obviously, for Ezio, it just makes it the same cost. So you're basically paying like let's go to Altair. So if you hit with Altair, you can cast them for 2. Or if you hit with Ezio and you have Altair in your hand, you can cast them for 2 black instead of Mardu, which is that's cool. It's a cost reducer. Anyway, Altair is a Mardu, so red, white, and black, 3/3 legendary creature, human assassin with first strike, and whenever he attacks, exile up to 1 target assassin creature card from your graveyard with a memory counter on it. Then for each creature card you own in exile with a memory counter on it, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of it. Exile those cards at the end of combat. So more assassin tribe or typal or whatever it is now. Interesting. Memory counter definitely plays with the what's it called? Oh, the Animus is right next to it. It's right here. Because the Assassin's Creed game, you're going back in time to be your past self, or not past selves, your ancestors or whatever. To I forgot. I need to play them again. It's been so long. But anyway, that's fun. You get to make tokens out of your assassins in your graveyard. More assassin support. I wonder how many assassins are actually in Magic, and if you're going to have a large pool from to play these cards. But anyway, the Animus is a 2 colorless legendary artifact. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target legendary creature card from a graveyard with a memory counter on it. So same thing as Altair. So, they combo together actually, because He's exiling with a memory counter, and then Altair says then for each creature you own an exile with a memory counter on it. So, interesting. You can tap it until your next turn. Target legendary creature you control becomes a copy of a target creature in exile with a memory counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. So these work together, and they want you to exile things with memory counters. I wonder if there's other memory counter cards. I'm sure we'll see them. Anyway, what's really interesting about this set is we are having actual people from history as Magic cards because they're in Assassin's Creed, which I'm not opposed to. I actually think that's kind of cool. So anyway, Leonardo da Vinci, why could I not say that? Da Vinci is a 2 colorless and a blue 3/3 legendary creature, human artificer. For 3 colorless and 2 blue until the end of the turn, Thopters you control gain base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So Thopter tribal. 2 colorless and a blue, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. If the discarded card was an artifact card, exile it from your graveyard. If you do, create a token as a copy of it, except it's an 0/2 Thopter artifact creature with flying in addition to its other types. That's pretty good. Actually, I think you get to let's say you discard. It says any artifact card. So let's say you discard Soul Ring, and then now you have an 0/2 Thopter that can tap for 2 mana. That's cool. I don't know how strong that will be. I know there's a lot. Like I'm thinking of like Thopter Assembly, and I'm thinking of Brea. I actually think I have Brea right here. I've been trying to build Brea recently. Yep. So I actually have Brea right here. If it'll. Oh. Sorry, the reflection is terrible. Anyway. Oh, I messed my focus up. Okay, I got it. Brad makes 2 Thopters on ETB, so I don't know. I can't tell if he's going to be super strong or if he's going to be kind of janky or what the deal is, but I'm a fan. I think it's very on flavor with who Leonardo da Vinci was. So can you really be much more upset besides that? Anyway, for our next one, Cleopatra Exiled Pharaoh is a 2 colorless, black and green, 2/4 legendary creature, human noble. You can have allies at the beginning of your end step. Put a 1/1 counter on up to each of 2 other target legendary creatures. Or Betrayal. Whenever a legendary creature with counters on it dies, draw a card for each counter on it. You lose 2 life. Interesting. So that's any legendary creature. And you can give 1/1 counters to any legendary creature. So it's not just yours. So you can give 1/1s to... You can actually make allies. I'm looking at everything from a commander context. I should say that. So 4-player game, you can say, hey, I'll give you a 1/1 counter on your creature, and I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on my creature if you don't attack me the rest of the turn. They'll be like, cool. Yeah, that's a great deal. And then, whenever their creature dies because somebody else kills them, you get to draw a card and you lose 2 life. Draw a card for each counter. So if you keep giving them counters, he's got 3 1/1 counters on it. You're drawing 3 cards, but you lose 2 life. The thing that is alarming, though, is if you're playing against legendary, like Legend Matters type decks, and let's say they're one of those ones that likes to sacrifice legendary creatures, well, you're going to lose 2 life regardless of if there's any counters on their creatures. So they could, if they had an infinite sack thing with a legend like Fibblethip or some, I don't even know what you would do for that, Rograk or whatever. Well, you're going to lose 2 life every time you do it. So that's concerning, but I want to see how that will play. I'm actually excited for that card. It's very interesting. The next card we have is Hidden Blade. It's a 2 colorless mana artifact equipment. This is an iconic item from the Assassin's Creed series. It has Flash, and whenever it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. If it's an assassin, it gains Death Touch until the end of turn. So it's Flash Death Touch. For your assassin type. But you get to attach it to anybody off rip, not just assassins. And the equipped creature has +1/+0 and has First Strike. So you put it on assassin, they get First Strike Death Touch until the end of turn. So they're gonna kill something. And that is so flavorful. Wow, Magic has been killing it with the flavor recently. I know they've been making a lot of content. It's very hard to keep up with and stuff. But that's good stuff right there. A Hidden Blade that flashes in. So it's hidden. It gets revealed, right? And then it gives First Strike and Death Touch. So you're killing a creature before it can kill you. As long as it doesn't have First Strike or Death Touch or anything like that. That is great. That is good job. Clap it up for Magic. That's the best. I think that Hidden Blade is the best depiction of flavor they've ever done. That might be an exaggeration. I don't know. That makes me excited. But anyway, some Beyond Boosters. What is this? Beyond Boosters where you'll find all these cards. 7 card boosters as a basic land. Or non-foil borderless scene card. 3 uncommons, 1 rare or mythic, 1 traditional foil, 1 showcase. So here's the Ezio showcase. That is, or borderless, sorry. That is a sick art right there. I want Ezio. It's official. Leonardo is painting the Mona Lisa. That's sick. And then Cleopatra is not as cool, but she's like commanding stuff. But it's all right. Anyway, here's standalone borderless cards too, such as those historical figures from the game. Oh, so that's these up here. Oh wait, you'll need to see. There's one set of scene cards. So okay, you need to wait to see all the cards. Okay. So it's like Lord of the Rings had multiple scene sets or whatever. So there's gonna be a scene set. Sword of Feast and Famine. That's a reprint, I believe. Are these reprints? Yeah, okay. From across Magic's history. So we won't cover these, but Cover of Darkness is pretty solid, I think. Temporal Trespass, not bad at all. And it's reprinting one of the swords is sick. This is this is from one of the newer Assassin's Creed, like Odyssey probably. No, not Odyssey. I don't know. I haven't played the newer game, so I'm kind of ooh. Memory Corridor treatment. Those are cool. They kind of look like proxies. Not to hate, but they look a little weird. But those are cool. The Hidden Blade, that's sick art. I like that. And then there's an Assassin's Creed starter kit. Okay, so they're not doing precons, I believe, for Assassin's Creed. They are doing these Beyond boosters, which cool. Seems like a kind of fun way. It really just depends on the price of the booster if I'm gonna like it or not. If they're overpriced, then I will be frustrated. It's gonna be a bundle, and there's gonna be collector's boosters. Doesn't look like there is anything else. It's like a miniature set, so it's almost like a Aftermath set, if that's fair. Anyway, let's look at the starter kit. Ivor Battle Ready. I don't remember that character, to be honest, so this has got to be from like Assassin's Creed Valhalla or something. So 3 colorless, a red and white, 5/5 legendary creature, human assassin warrior. So more assassins. Has vigilance, haste. I like that. So this is the starter kit, right? So the parentheses on haste and vigilance, like you rarely see that in regular sets anymore, but for the starter kit, that is essential. And good job, Magic. That makes things less complicated for a beginner. Anyway, whenever they attack, it deals damage equal to the number of equipment you control to each opponent. Okay, that's kind of a cool. That's kind of a cool Boros equipment commander. Am I crazy? Whenever it attacks, deals damage equal to the number of equipment you control. So not even on this card, and it has vigilance and haste, so you can attack first turn. I think if you're running like a Voltron strategy, this isn't a bad commander for that. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's got vigilance. It has equipment stuff. I don't know. I like it. It's cool. It's definitely a good beginner card because they're gonna learn what equipment is and stuff like that. Ezio Blade of Vengeance is a 3 colorless, blue and black, 5/5 legendary creature, human assassin with death touch. Whenever an assassin you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. More assassin support. I like it. Not a lot to say there. Card draw is good. Bueno. Very good. Very good. So yeah, here's the bundle. There's even a cool promo card inside that will reveal closer to July 5th. Cool. Each contain. Wait, this says it includes 9 Beyond boosters, and right here it says each contains basically 6 Beyond boosters. So is it 9 or 6? Magic. Is it 9 or 6? Anyway, more collector booster stuff. Borderless. They have a haystack card. So if you played Assassin's Creed, you would know that whenever you want to hide from people, you hop in a haystack, or when you jump off a building, you can fall into a haystack and they'll take no damage. That is awesome. I haven't even read the card yet, but them having a haystack card means that they are paying attention to the IP, which I do love. Haystack is 1 colorless and a white artifact, 2 mana and tap. Target creature you control phases out. That's good flavor too. They're killing it. I'm excited for this set. Foil-ice cards feature a striking flame, adding sparkle and iridescent that stands out from other interesting textured foil. And of course, you know, serialized cards. Maybe one day I'll get serialized. I have to actually buy collector's boosters, which I don't really ever do. But July 5th. Honestly, I'm excited for this set. Like this is cool. Like Hidden Blade, the assassin support, the real people being cards. Yeah, they're killing it. Even the starter kit cards look interesting. And rarely do I look at a starter kit and I'm like, oh, these are cards I would play with. A lot of times I look at a starter kit and I'm like, these cards are bums. I'm never going to touch them. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. It lets me know that this is something that I can continue to do and have fun doing. Let me know what you think about this Assassin's Creed set. Are you excited as I am? Do you think it's good flavor? Do you think it's too much? I know they're doing a ton of sets right now, so is it information overload? Is it like what all is going on? How do you feel? How do you feel about Leonardo da Vinci being a character or a magic card, or Cleopatra being a magic card, or Ezio being a magic card? I think that's awesome. But you know, let me know what you think. I will see you guys in the next video. Please check out my other content. I love doing this. I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day.